We would like to say thank you for inviting us to share our experience and some of our work today. That is kind of like two main topic that we're gonna talk. The first part is what we are doing when we were the student, and then the second part is after we graduated from the university. So for our professional experience, when we were a student, like a third year student, we have a chance to do an internship at SoA+D, and then when we fourth year student, we also do an internship in the Super Machine Studio, like Thailand, Bangkok, and then after we graduated from the university, then we immediately start working in Singapore, which is like in the international environment. And we have also a chance to do kind of various type of the buildings such as residential project and commercial, like mixed use project, and also master plan, and especially the competition project.
This is our achievements during we were students. Since 2010, I think we got a lot of the competitions and some publication, even just in Thailand magazine, as well as the international magazine and some books. This one is the story that we would like to share about before we got the job from the Singapore, what we gonna do in the class during we were in the SoA+D.
Because I think every studio project, like that is like a goal and the criteria that student need to achieve. So we set our goal as the highest standard.
Yes.
So the result of each project is quite successful. Like for example, when we were third year student, it's kind of like a mid-life project, and also the internal competition.
Yes.
So I got like the first prize, and then we got the second prize of the studio project.
Yes, and after that we would like to know that what kind of the standard we are. So we would like to compare ourselves to the rest, like other universities. So after that we try to firm up the team to do the competition, even just not me and Mix, but the Boom as well. P Boom, we are three.
Yeah,
and doing the competition after class.
Because we believe that if we want to prove ourselves or challenge ourselves, because we always think like if we are like a good student in the class, like a top student in the class, then how about the other student in the other university?
Yes.
What is the standard? So the only way that we can prove is do the competition.
Yes. So we think beyond that. The competition is the way we meet the other people out of the university. So it's like open wide to us about the opportunity to see other works.
And I think for the studio project, and most of my friends said it's very like work hard and then no time. But during this period, after the class, we also have time to form the team to do the competition. So meaning we have no weekend.
Yes, no school break as well.
Yeah.
We start the project of the competition with this Green Innovative House competition, which organized by B1 magazines and.
Actually, this competition is the student competition.
Yeah, student.
So we need to think about like how to create like a green innovative house in the different way, instead of design only like a green roof and planting the tree and we say it's green already. So we don't want to do in that way. We want to explore another direction, how can be it clean. This is the first inspiration. As you can see, the relation between like two biological species, like a buffalo and bird. So the bird, like there is some relation So we would like to capture this kind of the relation and adapt to our design.
Yes. Ideally, we try to design the living unit by saving the foundations. So we don't want to build on the land, but we try to hanging our unit with the
On the
existing
existing
building.
high-rise building, because I think the problem in Bangkok
Yeah.
is kind of like a congested urban.
Yeah, and
So
very high
no space to build
intensity.
like the new house. So that is the problem that we concern. Then this is kind of like instead of like we build a new house, then we use the existing building and then hanging like a plug-in unit on the existing one, and then
This is the study model and some sketch at that time. And during doing this project, we try a lot of the forms, which is P-Boom help a lot with the 3D Max. The next one.
and we try to think about the relation between like the surface at the facade and about the people who living inside the house, and this is the section to show the relation between the existing building and our plug-in unit. As you can see, there is the green tube, which means that is the wastewater from the existing building that can flow through our plug-in unit, and then that is kind of like the lagoon treatment. The lagoon treatment like on the top, which is just kind of like a seaweed. And then actually it's kind of like the system. Then we use that water to do and the hydroponic
Yes.
to like generate our food, and also the solar panel on the facade. And then finally the water will
Go back to the
go back to the existing building, which means that is the last one is the biomass to treatment again. So meaning our unit is kind of like the treatment, like
Yes.
the
So
water treatment.
Not only us that we save cost for the foundation, 30% for the whole cost of the construction, but the existing building can be treatment the wastewater from us as well.
Then as you can see, this one based on our research, let's say in the urban scale, like one unit, our design can treat the water like 500 liter per day, and then also produce the oxygen. So let's say if we have 100 units, so meaning we can achieve the number like a water treatment about 50,000 liter per day. So this one is like kind of like urban scale, and then this is
our outcome.
this one
The
we
final project.
we did it when we third year student. Then you can see like
This is the final presentation that we have submitted, and we got the first runner-up for this competition.
yes, this competition is kind of like a small step of us
Yes.
to motivate, like really motivate us to do like the other, to develop ourselves. Then as you can
Final
see,
presentation
like
days. Change a lot, I know.
Yeah. The left hand is P-Boom, who sit on the back. Then the next step, we try to join the competition like an open competition, which means it's not only the student only. As you know, I think that is the flood crisis in Thailand. Then the topic is about how to living with unstable delta condition.
So this is the starting point. We try to study about the mangrove structure and how the mangrove root adapt with the unstable water level. So we try to achieve this kind of the structure to develop our own structure with the whole system of the community scale.
We not only study in terms of the structure, but in terms of the ecological system as well. And then we also do like the massing model. like to testing our structure and also think about the unit.
So this is the outcome of the like whole community scale. So this is the linkage between this hub of the system. So the circulation of each unit can be not fail out. So the linkage between each other can be
because
connect together.
As you can see, like when the flooding crisis, the circulation is disconnect.
Yes.
So we would like to create try to maintain as much as possible by create the new circulation to connect all of the community to keep the character of the city.
So this is like the normal situation. People can be used the space under the whole structure as a public space, and after the flood come, the whole activity is still there. The connection will be not gone away.
And when the floods coming again, then you can see the activity. We try to keep maintain all the circulation, all the activity, so the structure it can be like a pier. So meaning the boat we can keep the circulation.
This is the final presentations, and this one we got the shortlisted.
Yeah, we got the shortlist in this year.
This is the way we have installed our work in the ASA exhibitions.
Yeah.
So this is the rest of the competition that we have spent the time during the study, but some is we not success, we not got the prize, but yeah, we got a lot of the experience do the competitions. This is the Poddy House competition. We got only 5 days to spend whole of this project. And this is like the more scale of the professional scale, because if who win this project, you can build up with the design. And this is the another years of the ASA experimental exhibitions. And the more like open wide for the international competition. We join the Evolo Sky Copper competitions.
We need to pay the money to join them.
But we try.
Yeah, but
doing the thesis.
Yeah.
Yes. And this one is ASA exhibitions.
Yeah.
But no judgment for that year.
And then this is the overall, the achievement. Let's say some of our work was published in the Thai magazine, and some of them was published on the international, a book magazine, from Canada, from Korea. So it's really motivate us.
So that is our first edition for that. So after graduated, we got the job from the Singapore. Actually, we send the portfolio doing the thesis.
This guy, our portfolio, we are the
only one who
print
to
send the hard copy.
And we got a job in the same firm.
Yeah, really lucky internship,
Yes.
same firm.
Yeah. So we work at Park Associates since 2013 until now.
Until now, and then it's kind of the big change, because it's kind of you need to learn again. It look like first year student again after you graduated.
Yeah. Everything is new for us. This project is a first project I have chance to do. Is a semi-detached house. This one, generally the semi-detached is like the twin house. You might share one wall together with the neighbor. So the brief from the project, client don't want this house look like semi-detached house. So the idea is we might try to make the house more detached from the wall. So I try to insert the green space between the wall and the main house. And because the client is a really big family, so I would like to create the common space that everyone in the house can be gathering together. So it allows me to create the living space that have like the double volume, and also in the same time the living space can be interact with the swimming pool as well as the dining area. So it's not only expressed on the form only, but the plan as well. So this one is thinking well for the relationship between the functional inside and as well as the experience when you entrance the house. You not just go direct into the house, but you might walk through the garden first. And because of the living room is quite outstanding from the plan, right? Is make the more meaning about how you express the common area that very important in the house.
And also the circulation, as you see, if you don't want to like walk pass through the living or dining, you can go directly to the staircase.
Yes.
To go to your bedroom directly.
And this is some diagram that show how I locate the living space facing to the north. And because the north, they have the school with the neighbor, so you might keep the privacy with some tree for the clients. And this is the elevation for the site. This is the perception from the main road to the house. And another one, yeah, this one is the actual site. Is built up and will be complete next month. This one shows the living space related to the dining area as well as a swimming pool down there. And for the actual space, yeah, it's quite same as what you think before the design had built.
And then for the Nanyang Girls School, actually is the private competition that owner choose like a 5 architectural firm in Singapore and then do like a competition again, like only 5. Then they want to propose the new building on the football field, like as you can see in the picture. Then for the brief, as you see the first diagram on the left hand side, let's say if we follow their brief, you might like create a kind of like a massive volume, yes. And then you can see it's blocked. It totally blocked the exiting behind. So we don't follow their brief. Then we try to separate like 2 blocks to reduce the mass, and then we sunken down like a 1 story half to the ground, and then try to continue like a exiting clean to the our green roof. So meaning we can keep the activity and also achieve the visual perception.
This project is quite challenging to our firm because our boss dare to send this scheme to the client because it's not follow 100% brief.
Yeah, because the first time we will not send this schematic design to the client because it's not like what they want, but we propose the new way. Finally, we win this competition because
we are only one who different from
the other. Then we try to like sketch to see the relation, and then when you see from the loop plan, it's completely like all clean, the same as the exiting one. Then, and in terms of the visual perception, people can like obviously see the exiting behind with like we need to respect the site.
Just like small change for the size.
Yes. And then is the section on the basement. You can see we try to insert like all activity to connect student from the left hand side when they walk through the other side by the emphasize with the activity. Then like a academic block, like a classroom, activity hall, and also indoor like a hall, like sport activity. So this is kind of like the facade design. We just think about we design here like the louver to make the ventilation, because it's quite important because we sunken down all the building, so the air quality need to go down through. And then you see the relation between like the existing and the new one. And this is in the center court. So we try to create like a court to allow the lighting, like the sunlight, come to the court.
And it's almost finished by the end of this year.
Yeah. So as you see our development, the first when we were student, the competition is more like a very conceptual and unbuilt for sure. They don't want to build, it's just the idea competition. But in reality, when you do the competition and then you win, you need to build it. Like try to keep the concept that you think.
Yeah. Personally, I think this project is quite changed a lot of our firm, because normally our firm is focused like pay safe scheme, like formal one and more commercial. But this one is like change the vision of the firm. This is the final presentation board.
Yeah, we submit only A1, like a two board only for the first stage.
This is another house, but it's different type from the first house I have to present before. This one is a good class bungalow, which is the biggest type of the house in Singapore. The client just give the little of the brief to us, so the boss allow me to think, like experiment a lot of the thinking in terms of the programming of the house. So I try to bring the new method to thinking about the space inside. Not normally when you doing the house, right? You do the box and represent this box to be like the living room, the dining room, something like that, right? But this one, I think the other way. I try to this one is the exiting size, which is the corner. So I try to think about the sequence. You walk through the house first, and then divide the main massing into two sides, which is the first one is a back one, and the front one here. And I create all space by only the wall,
Like a partitions,
wall, not the box.
Yeah. So the box is just like the outline. Then we try to insert like the partition wall to create like the visual perception, because some of the program need like a more privacy.
Yes, because the good condition of the how we build the wall like this. The wall is can hide some part and can show in the other directions. So it's like you hide something if you don't want to see, but you show a lot something if you want to focus. Yeah, this is some the relationship by the sections, which are the heart of the project is the cost at the center, and because of this court can be changed the experience when you walk from the space to another space cross this garden.
And you can see like the space is not quite like we can say it's the semi outdoor.
Yes.
Say when
you cannot tell this one is inside or outside. This is a final presentation. So this one is almost inside already, but actually is open wide to outside. And we keep some privacy by another wall here. So the client quite happy with the solutions. So totally no more box for the house, just only plain. And this is a perception from the internal court inside and the linkage between two blocks between the front and the back. Also, this one is like open air space. And this one, I quite like this photo so much because this one is almost exterior, but this one is the main circulation that you can walk from the entrance here to the living room. So you might walk through the garden first.
And then the another one is our office in Singapore.
Yes, our office.
Yeah. So it's basically the exiting side is the school, and our side is on the top of the building. As you can see, there is the collector like a ballet vault, which means something like that is like an arc inside to take like a long span. So meaning our side there is no column at the center.
Yeah,
Then,
this one used to be the library before.
and you can see like the condition of the site. Then the idea, we don't want to create like the bowling like office, like separate people to work like individual, and
No connection in.
yeah, no interaction between each other. So this one, like the exiting one, is on the above image, and then our design is the below one. As you can see, the main entrance on the left hand is kind of like triple volume, and then we close it at the, as you see, the transition space. Here is the cafe, like the multi-purpose area, and our working space is a double volume space. So meaning we try to create like the dynamic, like
The sequence from this space, and then walk through this and go to another one.
Then this is the final one, the final section. You can see we try to create like the sense of arrival by create the triple volume here, and then you need to walk past to the like a cafe or like which means like a relaxed space before you working. So we try to create like the sequence and the story, and then on the plan, actually there are like two entrances.
Just here and
here and here, but both of them, people have to walk past the cafe, and before they go to their like their desk or table. Then this is the triple volume space. We try to keep the character of the like a parallel arcs and like a vault, you can say like that, by create the new element and insert.
Just more emphasize about the space by using someone else. This is how we create the arc.
Yeah, this is how.
And this is the perception from the bridge. Look through the space, the cafe space here. And another picture, I think, this is look back for the triple volume.
So meaning it's create like the sense of the perception, like the big one and then small one, and then the big one again. This one is the working area. And then the final one is kind of like an open platform that people can see each other, like, and also that is like the individual space.
This one is take for a long time ago. Normally this area is full of the presentation page and the small meeting table. So we useful a lot of this space between the seating. This is like the multi-purpose cafe. Some people dining here, some people meeting here. So this long table is quite useful for many functions.
It's kind of informal meeting room, we can say.
This is a quite big project for our firm. We intend to join this competition for SICC. Is come from Singapore Islands Country Club, doing the clubhouse. This one is come from the structure of the Wolonoi that can be continue going, cannot stop. So we try to adapt this idea to create the individual pod together, and then after that we link every pod together by this linkage. So after this happened, right? But if the client want to expand the project, they can use the same language as the Wolonoi. So it's quite flexible for this idea. So this is the final outcome of the design solutions for the clubhouse. Normally on the north part, we face to the golf field, and the south part we face to the forest. So we would like to block the existing building 90 degree here, and open wide the rest to the forest. So the direction of the plot have the meaning. That's why they face to this side. And this is the circulation of the whole project. This is a main entrance, which is face to the golf field here. And this is they have 3 drop-off, private car and the buggy drop-off. And this direction is for service car road here. And this is for pedestrian, sorry. This is the zoning planning. We have 4 story, include the basement. The basement is here. Okay. And this one is showing one of the individual plot, the relationship between the functional, the swimming pool, which are always used all time, and we try to keep it together with the all-day dining area. And underneath there have the service room, which are the locker room and the restroom and the car park at below. And this is thinking about the wind flow and the circulation, how we create the void of each plot, and the visual perceptions, because if we block everything, the green is no meaning for the site. And this is how we generate the form. We try to insert green inside the building. So this zigzag line have the reason that why they create the form like this. And as well as the natural light as well. And this is the relationship between the space, semi-outdoor and indoor, and the circulation, the double volume. This is the main entrance. So we allow some natural light come down. And this show the elevations. Sorry. Okay. Next one. They have some video to show you. This is the final presentation video to the clients. Because the functional of the project serve to the high-end people, so it's quite expensive. We spend the time for design this project for 1 month, and another 3 weeks we do the every productions for the presentations. Back to our present. Okay. This is the final presentation page. This one is quite tough for us because every page connect together. So we spend only 2 weeks for this one. This one is another competition, but just small scale, and we got the honorable mentions prize from this one. And
for the judgment is the David Achaye, and the competition is to create the pavilion, like they will install the art inside the pavilion. So meaning the pavilion should be like flexible and also like easy to transportation. So we try to think about the idea, as our idea is a plane to be form. So meaning like from 2D we will create like a 3D.
yes, like we got the inspiration from the origami one. This is how we express the form from the plane first, and then floating until there will be the form, and then become the form, and then compress to only the small one.
So it's kind of like a modular. So meaning it can generate any kind of form. It's very flexible on the size. And
This is the roof structure and how we float it. And when we unfloat, there will be one modular like this. And this one is separately platform structure like the cake shape.
so the platform will control the direction of the folding like a fabric.
This show how the structure and the platform work together. And this is the structure design. We try to use the bamboo structure with some bowl of the steel structure together. And this is how we transport the whole design space. Like this one, we install the platform first, and when the platform finished, we install the roof, and after that we unfloat it to be the pavilion.
So as you can see, it's only 2 trucks.
Yes, only 2 trucks. And this is how we can generate to the other form, depend on the context the pavilion will be.
And for example, like we can build it in the Chinatown, and also let's say if we have like a big space, it's, it's kind of like really flexible, like to move.
So this is from just some comment from the jury that they quite like the design. And this is the final presentation, just only 2 pages. This is the final presentation day. We got the honorable mentions from the David Ajayi. This one is like really small scale of the design, but we have chance to do in terms of the manufacture scale. So this is Project X from the Singapore art event. So this one, we work together with the manufacturer to develop in terms of the material. So actually, the solid surface is normally used for the architect. They use for like countertop that they have the property of the seamless connection, and that they have wide length for the form creation. But the problem of this material that they look so fake for us and look cheap. So the way we want to develop this one is like how we can provide the texture for the solid surface. So we're thinking about this one, how we develop the material as a like put more the surface on, put more the texture on the surface. So we try to simplify like more pixelated scale, and this is the prototype for the next one. The prototype for like how we try to make the material look like random, but in the same way they have some some system behind. So this is our proposal. We need to think about this material in terms of the exhibition design, because this one gonna be shown in the art event. So we create like the curve, so people can be walk through and can express the experience about the surface. This in terms of the how they construction the main panel inside. And this is how we generate the different type and the color of the material. And normally it look like random, but it's based on the modular systems. So from this system, we might adapt this way for like more micro scale or like the building facade scale, because everything is in the term of the modular. So they have the system for themselves. But finally, we never build the way we propose like a curve, but they allow us only one wall for installation the art. Yeah, like this one. So this one is our final outcome, but actually people quite like this one. And I might show you some presentation power. Okay. Because the way their PR, the event is quite really impressive for the Singapore. They have like a lot of budget for
Great,
PR.
because it
This
a
is
way for
only
us
the PR.
to take a step back, had a bit of fun to look at the things in the experimental perspective.
So you can see that we work closely to the manufacturer to develop this
We
material.
wanted to shift the focus internally to create a space where external distractions are minimized. We want to adapt solid surface as a system, and we think that it can be applied at a variety of scales. In our installation, it's very much at a human scale. It's very close to you, you can touch it, you can see from it closely. But then we also think that it can be applied at a macro scale, for example, on a facade of a building.
That's the PR video. Okay, the last project we have got to show you is this one. Someone. Okay, this one we work together with the design firm from Japan.
Nikon Seiki.
Yes.
Because in Singapore, let's say for the foreign architect need to work with the local architect. So our office was chosen by them.
This one is also the competition design, but we got the 6 shortlisted from this project already. But this outcome is the second stage. And actually, we are the architect working together with the landscape design. So we try to help them to develop some architectural part. For example, this one is the existing building on the site. This is a Chinese garden in Singapore. It's quite famous for the public garden. And this is what we try to develop, the new experience of the entrance to the pagoda. So we try to shift up the landscape around the pagoda and change the experience under the earth first before you go up inside the pagoda. Yes, as you can see, this one is quite change a lot of the experience. So you might go to underground first, and then you meet the court at the middle, and then you come up to the pagoda. And this is a night. And this is another one that we help them to develop the bridge between Chinese garden and the Japanese garden. So the bridge is following the platform of the landscape and play with the cover, and in the same time there will be the structure. Yeah, like this. But actually, for the planning, we do only the production for the presentations. This is a final presentation. Actually, we quite work toughly for this project because we design as well as do the presentation piece. This one is the final install day. We the one who do the board presentation, and this one we show you about how we prepare the day for the presentation. This is we finish everything before the submission day for like two days for testing the color printing three times.
So meaning we go to let's say we go to 3 or 4 the printer shop. Then we test then we see which one is the best.
Yes, it's quite different from when we study, right? we print the last day.
Or sometimes the color is not like the same as the
This
computer
one is
screen.
quite,
Yeah.
quite developed us for like more professional. And this one is a final model. This is the atmosphere of the presentation room. So after install everything, the room will be locked up,
Yeah.
and no one can become inside.
They don't allow other people to go in this room because it's very like private
Yes,
in terms of the
very-
privacy.
Because this project is belong to the government, so it's quite important. This is the way we learn from the different from the university and the professional firm. We think that we use the word start from the scratch because every step you go in the professional world, there are always the new things
So you need to learn again.
again and again. Cannot stop. And we have finalized about our vision, our like personal vision when we work. Like if you have the goal, right? Not even the goal, not just only the in the studio project, but in your life as well. If you have goal, they have like only 3 walls you might break down: the wall of the knowledge, the wall of discipline, and the wall of the opportunity. For me, I break the hole on the wall from the university. I break the hole of the knowledge. If even the wall is have the like more bigger hole, so the successful will be come. How to say? Come to you like more fastly.
If you have like a more knowledge, so meaning you can create the big hole. So let's say if you have like a 3 kind of like a big hole, then it would be like a success, like a successful.
Comparing to our present before, right? The opportunity we build up by ourselves. Like we try to do the competition. No one treat us to do that, but we do ourselves.
And also during like a 5th year student, we also send the portfolio to the company. Even we are not like a graduated like already. So we need to like make the opportunity by ourselves. Cannot like waiting your friend, waiting like.
Yes, just break the wall for us. Thank you.